Hello to anybody that stumbled upon this. This is Xenoblade Chronicles X. I'm sure there's gonna be long cutscenes at the very beginning. I don't want to stay quiet during all these, but since it's quiet, I actually had this game on Wii U, but I didn't get very far in it because I would have to play it in the living room, and there's a couple of characters, or at least one character in here that I didn't want to have to explain to my parents why they were dressed the way they were, or something like that. I say it a lot. There is a scantily clad child-looking character, and God, my dad would judge any kind of anime I watched on like a Saturday morning. So, didn't want that shit, and why I played this. And unlike No More Heroes, I don't think I could just pause in the middle of it all. No More Heroes I wouldn't show them because, M-rated game. I don't think I was old enough to really have those, and God, that game was just dumb fun, but very crass. But that one I did play all the way through. I mean, even if I could pause in the middle of cutscenes and whatnot on the Wii U, it's an RPG. You don't want to interrupt the flow of the story that much. Otherwise, it's going to take goddamn forever.
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
Okay. Alright, time to make your generic character here. A little bit of math. Don't know. I'm assuming, yeah, it is height, but what are they basing it on? What is the comparison to other characters? I mean, I could go green. Very tempted. A lot of this ain't gonna matter. Like, you wear a helmet. I feel like that's the same in most MMOs. If you're gonna wear a helmet, you're not gonna see your head. Usually there's a toggleable option, but dear God. That's not the same as the image there. Used to have a cowlick, a permanent cowlick.
Huh? Ready? Huh? They staggered me.
Or whatever. Yep, we're just go with it. Oh yeah, I didn't get far in this, like, at all. I'm pretty sure it was like the first 30 minutes of gameplay, and then I was like, okay. Can't be doing this.
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Releasing hatch. Please stand clear.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
For some reason, I remember it being daytime.
Careful. Just take it nice and slow, okay? Your senses will need time to reactivate. Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name? It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Hey, it actually has it up here. Awesome.
Good, there we go. What else you remember? It'll come. In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move? We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon.
Gave me an option, but it didn't look like we actually did anything after.
There you go. All right, let's get going.
Elma. Ever something where to go. Follow marker. Got it. This is dark. Hold on. Now I'll drop a save real quick. Doesn't hurt. That's a bit better.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few.
Good.
Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you?
I guess the people inside might be,
You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on?
they're all...
Remember
If,
Earth,
if
right?
I remember right, they're all supposed to be like robots or some crap.
Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway.
Yeah, I guess after 2 months without
Unfortunately,
any kind
it
of
was caught in a
systems
battle between
keep you
two alien
alive,
forces
you would be gone.
and destroyed.
I'm just thinking, like, can't they just try to open the pod anyways, repair the person?
Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
Draw weapon while targeting. Hold R. Got it. Alright. Well, I mean, it looks like we can just... There we go. I just have to tap it, I don't hold it.
I'll get the jump on him. Attack
Now
up close.
it's my turn.
Assault hammer. Flame grenade.
Alright, flick topple. Okay. So we do have a gun. Okay, I do remember that. Didn't know we could switch.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know. Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you. But anyway, we can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
Full voice prompts or instructions, suggestions, or requests that your party members allow in the heat of battle. Alright. Cool. Ah, there's so much. A lot of people. Oh, we can just... That's kind of cool. Just switch and make her the lead, basically. Not that. And they are better. Oh. We don't have enough class for it, I guess. Prototype bodywear? That's a lot. Kinda wish I was playing on my actual TV. Not just through the OBS window.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Shadow strike!
Assault hammer!
And the cooldown
All right.
is so long on that.
Like a new man. All right, it's on.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike! Slide!
The
Roll.
Scream edge!
This team never loses.
Nice work.
Why wouldn't it wouldn't cycle over to the art?
All right, it's on.
Let's see what you've got. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow strike! Sliding slinger!
Assault hammer! First in, first to win. Attack up close. Flame grenade! This
that is
team
fatigue.
never loses.
Nice work.
And we got a rank up.
All right, it's on.
Let's see what you've got.
Here's a good spot.
Shadow strike!
Open fire! Assault hammer! Flame grenade! is ours!
We got him. Let's move.
Can we jump? Probably could jump. Right trigger is to jump.
All right, it's on.
Let's see what you've got. Shadow Strike! Sliding Slinger!
I did. I need
I should
healing.
heal up first. Slide! Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
What?
Shadow Strike!
Assault hammer! Blaster, before they get up! Flame grenade! Victory is ours!
I never imagined this is where life was going to take me.
I need to figure out what the little status symbols look like. Because they were apparently staggered for a bit there.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Shadow Strike!
Loose from the side.
Assault hammer! I can't move! Slit! Now, close in and clean up! Flame grenade!
Sliding Slinger! What?
I think an easy way to tell that I can get the benefit is if it's
Now,
Shadow
close in
Strike!
and
got the
clean
little
up!
exclamation on it.
Alright, you're in
Now
for
it's my
victory
turn.
is
And by
ours!
the
We got him.
knife
Let's move.
gun where it has the X button, that's whenever it's telling me how I'm facing the enemies.
Slit! Now, close in
Now
and clean
it's
up!
my turn.
Assault
Slide!
hammer!
Slinger!
Flame grenade!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Robe armor!
Don't they hit it twice? It seems like it gets stuck there for some reason.
Sliding Slinger! Shadow Strike!
Now, close in and
Now
clean up!
it's my
Victory
turn.
is ours!
We got him. Let's move.
One more
I'll
fight.
get the jump on him! Attack up
Now
close!
it's my turn.
Wait, what?
Sliding Slinger!
I was just showing me I was
See that coming.
way out of
Gun
range
him
there.
down. I can't move!
Sliding Slinger!
What? Slit!
Shadow Strike!
Assault hammer! Flame grenade!
Appendage destroyed.
Never
Move in
lose.
and strike. Nice work.
There we go. Okay, let's move up. Actually, what's this little golden spot? Left click lets me dash. Good to know.
All right. I feel like a new man.
Now we're moving.
We can do this.
Let's see what you've got. strike! Sliding slinger! Screaming
Assault hammer!
destroyed! Move in and strike!
Flame grenade! Chrome armor! Slick!
Upper hand! Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat. Early bird. Sliding slinger! Shadow strike!
Slick!
I'm off balance. This force! Upper hand!
I feel like less damage, but it seems to get my stuff charged up a little bit faster.
I should heal up first.
Assault hammer! This team never loses.
We got him. Let's move.
Huh. Guess I do have something that's just better. Oh, the crap. It's a lot. Okay. Moving on. Oh, neat. Is that all it does? What's this over here?
We can do this!
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike! Slide knife! Move in and do some
Assault
damage!
hammer! Flame grenade!
Scream edge!
I ain't changed where the arts are.
Chrome
Oh, okay, so it's a support ability. I could have picked who gets the buff.
Now, close in and clean up!
Upper hand! Sliding
Victory
slinger!
is ours!
Nice work.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, hit the wrong button, but that works. So little lines of stagger, topples, the little loop around. Pretty sure launch can only happen when they're toppled. I was wondering where the rank thing was. Clinch, stun, sleep, bind, control. Huh. Still don't have smash? Okay, so rank is just classy XP.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Nice. Move in and do some
Okay.
damage.
Here comes the pain!
Shadow strike!
Assault hammer! Flame grenade! What? Slit it!
Slide nice! Move in and do some damage.
Victory is ours!
We got him. Let's move.
You can piss them off? Or did Elma get that? No, we did. Yeah, we got taunt. Also skills. Samurai, Gunner, Duelist, Shield Trooper. Alright, so these are just the things we can get. The classes. There we go, reorder. Good chance I don't use those, really. Go back. We can upgrade them, I guess. In immediate reuse. Hmm. Let's get this damage up. And the longer they're toppled, the better. Where am I getting this BP from anyways? They're just leveling, collecting things. How much am I actually wasting by doing that as well?
Follow me!
Target in sight! Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Here comes the pain! And the victory is ours!
We got him. Let's move.
Okay.
I'll get the jump on him! Attack up close! Slit it!
Now it's my turn.
Assault hammer! Blast them before they get up!
Target in sight.
Slit it! Almost there. Give me strength.
Yeah, take it all. If it's just how many times I've battled, that seems like it's easy to get. Cost set it based on level. Okay. Would need the. I guess that's the currency. Oh, there it is. Feels like I should be able to move this.
We have no choice but to fight.
Oh, then fight.
Lay down some fire for me.
Assault hammer!
Slide!
Let's see him chew
Sling
on
him!
this. They didn't see that coming. Gun him down. Sling it! Who's next? None dare stand against us.
Slide nice. You're gonna do some damage. Shadow strike.
Fate dealt us these cards, so we have to play them.
That's right. Remember that strength.
Alright. So, how many would just beat up there? Got one. I guess I was wrong about the how we get the BP.
The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this.
Okay, so that's probably why I remember it being daytime.
Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
Until we can completely overpower them. Then they're food. I don't wonder what the benefit of them spinning around like that before diving in is.
We call this planet Mira. You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home. Recognize the habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy. We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
But why?
Sir!
The Warthog. Gonna talk.
All right, it's on.
Let's see what you've got.
Assault hammer! Blaster, before they get up!
Side slash!
Slit it!
Hostile neutralized. Switch to close range combat.
Slit it!
Slide!
Close in and clean up!
Side slash! Shadow strike!
This team never loses!
Nice work.
Got a busted knife?
Sir!
You land before me.
I'll get the jump on them! Attack up close!
Shadow strike!
Yes! Now get in close!
Slide! Splinter!
Assault hammer!
Side slash!
Robe armor!
I owe you one.
Slit
Early bird. That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
On it! Take this!
Shadow strike!
Now, close in and clean up!
Upper hand! Side slash! They're tough. Touch me up!
Slit it! You okay? Take it easy!
I owe nice. Move in and do some damage. They're tough. Touch me up! Side slash! strike!
Assault
Scream
hammer!
edge!
Flame grenade!
Alright, that would have been way
True
better
on any planet.
had I not messed up the first time. Oh, it's our attack, so let's not.
All right, it's on.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Shadow strike!
Assault hammer!
Side slash!
Flame grenade! Now, close in and clean up.
Sliding slinger!
Chrome armor!
Appreciate nice. Move in and do some damage. Upper hand.
Okay, here comes the pain. Now, close in and clean up.
Side slash. Shadow strike.
Slit edge!
Slide. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
This is when she says Shadow Strike is when it's the topple.
Early bird. Now, melee attacks.
They even attack us?
Upper hand.
Slit edge!
Slide.
Victory is
Move
out!
in
spit
and do some
bubbles
we
at
got
us.
him. Let's move.
And that did kind of melt my HP there for a sec.
We can do this!
Let's see what you've got. Shadow strike.
Assault hammer! Blast them before they get up!
Target in sight.
Slit edge!
Side
Infuriate!
slash.
Chrome
Now,
armor!
melee attacks. Early bird.
Okay, here comes the
That's
pain!
dented. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
I do notice a little meter down there.
Slide. Slinger. Shadow strike.
Slit edge!
Side slash.
There. I need
I should
healing.
heal up first.
Assault hammer! Flame grenade!
Slide. Slinger. Scream edge.
Almost there. Give me strength.
I didn't drop anything. The bum.
Listen. What?
I see goodies to pick up. At this rate, I am not getting past the tutorial in this session. Mining probe.
All right, it's on.
Let's see what you've got. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Assault hammer! Blast them before they get up!
Target in sight!
Slit edge!
Side slash!
Victory is ours!
Nice work.
Evasion. And restore HP. Cool. Pick up some food. No, level 31. Oh, that's a 54. That's a 31. I think if they see us, they get pissed. Alright. Let's get to the town at least. Wait, maybe. I see other enemy. I see things. There we go. It's Cerebra. Alright, how bad's the level 6?
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Scream edge!
Hey, no pushing!
Shadow strike!
Assault hammer! Flame grenade! Now, close it and clean up!
Side slash!
Recuperate! Throw orbit!
Tough.
Hey, no pushing!
Touch me up! Slide! Nice! Move in and do some damage! Use an aura! Get control of the battle!
Slit edge! It's all on me now!
I'm sorry.
What?
Yeah, we gotta run? I ain't ready for that yet. And she's back.
Slit edge! First in, first to win!
Now
Attack
it's
up
my
close.
turn!
Assault hammer! Flame
Flinger.
grenade!
I just noticed the left side of the health bar actually saying how long they're gonna be toppled and whatnot.
Slit edge! Now, close in and clean up! Alright, you're in for
Now
it!
it's my
Victory
turn.
is ours!
We got it. Let's move.
So not there. Heck yeah. Level 10 yellow. Guessing that's the danger of them. Also, can't even handle a level 6 dinosaur thing, so don't think we can handle level 10. Guess I can swim over there. Wrong way. Good air mobility.
All right, it's on.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
I'll send them for a loop. Assault hammer! Flame grenade!
Side slash!
Now, close in and
Slide!
clean up.
Slinger!
More enemies.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and
Okay.
strike!
Here comes the pain.
That was dent in them. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Side slash!
Now, close in and clean up.
I need that
Now it's my
cooldown to be a
turn.
bit better.
Slide nice! Move in and do some damage.
This team never loses.
We got him. Let's move.
Shadow Runner. Yeah, Shadow Strike is one that staggers. Hold down 30 seconds. "44 seconds. Need a lot to upgrade it. I only need one more, really. Oh, hold on. Never mind. Each character has their own, so... I think it's where she does it faster. So she can do it like twice before I can use mine again. Because it hits a lot, and that's why it's low damage. I don't see any launch there. Weird. There's gonna be a like Toplamish mechanoids. I wonder if that's just by default. I think if there's a launch, it's gonna be on the knife. Unless we have more explosive stuff. Alright, need a Finny mission for that. And just being able to attack faster seems good. I didn't see any kind of launch thing.
All right, it's on.
Let's see what you've got. Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
Assault hammer! Flame grenade!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Who's next? None dare stand against us. Slit it!
Side slap, nice. Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike.
Victory is ours!
Nice work.
There is an advanced knife. A little confused. And this is worse than this one. Oh, melee attack up. It's got the ability. Okay.
First in, first to win. Attack
Now
up
it's
close.
my turn. Slide
Assault
nice.
hammer!
Move in and do some
Flame
damage.
grenade!
Side slash.
Infuriate!
Now, melee attack.
Recuperate! Robe armor!
Upper hand. Slide nice. Move in and do some
Okay.
damage.
Here comes the pain!
Shadow strike. Shadow runner.
Flame grenade!
Side slash.
Infuriate! Slit it!
Strength
Almost
comes
there.
from the spirit.
Strength.
Nice.
True on any planet.
Well, leveled after that one. Okay. I see the goodie on the map. I think it is down there, so. Got money out of it, and that's it. Money and EXP. I see what it means by retaining camera now. Gotta ignore him, or else I will be out here forever. I'm just having a good time. Also, just getting a feel of the game. I was thinking of running through all that, but yeah. Let's take the high path. Finally noticing the time on the top right.
Did they see us?
Early bird.
All right,
Now,
you're in for
melee
it.
attacks.
Okay, here comes the pain.
Side slash.
Flame grenade.
Slide. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
This team never loses.
Nice work.
I can't use those guns. There's five rarity.
Slit it. First in, first to win. Attack up close.
Now it's my turn.
Assault hammer. Blast them before they get
Target
up.
in sight.
Flame grenade. Slit it.
Suck nice. Move in and do some damage. Early bird. That could have dented him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
On it. Take this.
Sliding. Split him.
Now, close in and clean up. Flame grenade.
Side slash.
This is nothing.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Oh, whoa, what the?
Sorry, guys.
Shadow Spliss Force. Sliding now. Melee attacks.
That
Off
sucks.
balance.
I thought I was gonna heal up, but guess not.
Side slash.
Could just hit respawn now. She ain't gonna be able to do it in time.
I'm in trouble. Heal me. I have to stay in this. Help me.
That was bullshit. Now we're gonna run it back anyways. That was some bullshit. This wasn't the one that got us, but I'm gonna fight it anyways.
All right, it's on.
Let's see what we got.
Now, close in and clean up.
Now it's my turn.
Assault hammer. Blast them before they get up.
Target in sight.
They didn't see that coming. Gun them down. Chrome armor.
Side slash. Shadow runner.
Slit it.
Sliding. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike. I'm off balance. Upper hand. going. Side slash.
Victory is ours!
Nice work.
Guess max TP is good.
We have no choice but to fight.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
How are they off
I'll
guard?
send them for a loop.
Slide!
Blast them before they get up.
Screen edge!
There we go.
We can do this.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. Side slash!
I'll send them for a loop. Blast them before they get up.
Slide! Later!
Yes! They're getting close. Slit it!
Suck nice! Move in and do some damage. Slide! Later!
Hey, no pushing! Slit it!
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
This team never loses.
Nice work.
It's a prime. That's why it's purple. What's with the open circle there? Maybe we can actually give something to it? Looks like yes. Oh, what level is this? Level 7? So we can give it to her, right? Alright, go back. Nope. Class issue. Where does it tell me what class is needed? Alright, whatever. Kill this thing.
Slit it! First in, first to
Shadow
win.
strike.
Attack up close.
Suck nice! Move in and do some
Okay.
damage.
Here comes the pain. Flame grenade.
Target in sight!
Slit it. Now, close in and clean up.
Now it's my turn! We're up against a big target. Buff up now! Shadow strike! Side slash! Upper hand! They're tough. Touch me up!
You okay? Take it easy.
Appreciate it.
Recuperate.
Yes,
Hey,
course.
no pushing. Slit it.
Suck nice! Move in and do some damage.
Assault hammer.
Flinger!
Flame grenade. Now, close in and clean up.
Alright, we got him this time. As we just died at the last
This
second.
team never loses.
Nice work.
Gotta be level 8 for that. But it'd be so good. Actually, hold on. What's our arts? Alright. Shadow Runner, couple. So much more. Alright, get moving once again.
First in, first to
Now
win.
it's my
Attack
turn.
up close.
Now, melee
Assault
attack.
hammer. Flame grenade.
Slide slinger. Shadow runner.
Now, close in and clean up.
Suck nice. Move in and do some damage.
Okay, here comes
Shadow
victory is
strike.
ours.
We got it. Let's move.
Why did I get so much at once? Or did we both? Nope. Oh, it's because I hit max with it. Right? Okay, whatever. Wait. Some goodies over here. We don't want to mess with that. We'll just keep going. For real this time. We're gonna deal with this guy though.
First in, first to win. Attack up close.
Now it's my turn.
Assault hammer. Blast them before they get
Target
up.
in sight.
Flame grenade.
Scream edge.
Victory is ours.
Nice work.
Ah, I can pick now. Astral Crusader sounds awesome. I'm just looking for launch. Samurai Gunner also sounds cool. I feel like that's, yeah, just kind of the most basic route. Might be Samurai Gunner I go for. And of course, the one after. Decisions. Which I can probably... come back to them anyways. Being able to have someone go to become an ally is also kind of cool, though. Alright. Whatever. Cool. So yeah, get the rank 10, be able to use them elsewhere. Yeah, we at least kept that. Okay, I definitely need to hurry up and get to town. Kind of feel like I just lost a lot of my damage, though. Guess because we don't get a knife anymore. It did say I get to keep weapons as well, right? Does that mean I need to go to the lower one to keep knife? Oh, well, we got the assault rifle, so we can still topple. We can still do this. Or whatever. Here. Not letting me. Alright.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside. Grexes. And they're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
I think when I first played, I was definitely past this part already. Like, by time. Alright, all arts, which are associated with the weapon you're currently wielding, continue their cooldown even if they're ready to use. Secondary cooldown. Secondary cooldown will have a greatly increased effect. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
It didn't have to be like this. Shadow strike!
Rising flame! Now, closing and cleaning up! Flame grenade!
Slide now! Melee attacks!
Ah! Rising flame! Now, closing and clean up!
Now it's my turn! Side slash! Shadow runner! Slide back!
Almost there!
Move in and keep the
strength.
rhythm going!
Nice.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Weapon mastery. Okay, so I would have to go all the way to the end. That feels like it's going to be a long, long time. Okay. Alright, I definitely want to get further than I remember before I stop today. I only got like 40 minutes left. Here's.
Thanks.
Okay, it did activate. They don't want to talk. Are we ruining a moment? You know, maybe don't have your moment by an elevator.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now.
That might be too bright.
We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves.
was a cat.
Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living in order to see it.
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory? Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days
all
ago,
our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and
From
grateful.
political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
And a better tomorrow.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
And the award for best ass kiss goes to...
Well, I'd remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
This one of the survivors, ma'am?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
That would be a
Come
lie.
on, seriously. Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech. Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina. I'm with the Interceptors.
Me too. Same division. You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
All right,
Just
ma'am.
call him
We should
you.
be getting back to work. Until next time, Colonel.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
What's up, Lucy?
There you are.
I think this is about as far as I got. I didn't even explore the city.
See.
Sir,
Hey,
That or very little explored. It's fallen. Seemed like a rough landing.
Damn it!
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly!
Everything okay? It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn. Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-whos? Cool. I'm Lynn Lee Koo, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade. Yeah, well that, doesn't usually happen.
We know it doesn't, Lynn. Look, I know what you're thinking. But believe me, young as she may look, and yes, she is young, she's actually one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you guys heading back to the barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today. You can clean up here and dock the Skell.
What?
Don't mind the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
Don't mind it? Wait, why am I cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Okay, yeah. Had to look up the censorship, and they changed her, and I am okay with that, because I'm pretty sure this is when I stopped. I was like, hell no. I am not explaining to my parents this. But maybe... all I'm seeing is this current design. I don't know what she looked like
Everything
prior.
from up here.
But maybe I was
It's
just
walking, that's for sure.
The best
imagining
way
things.
to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn? Just the highlights.
Okay, you got it. New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district. where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
Right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the administrative district, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley, as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs. And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
Enjoy your stay in the administrative district, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here. That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We
Oh,
can check it
you're
out
talking
later.
to the wrong person. We are getting sidetracked. Affinity chart flunky. The hell you mean? Okay, so even the skills can be upgraded. Good to know, I guess. Okay. Where do you want me to go?
Sir! intel is sparse, but... Sir! Here's what I know.
Oh god. I mean, that is kind of how Xenoblades go. Gotta talk to all the NPCs, get their info, get their affinity up.
Here's what I know. Sir!
A mechanical field. Skill. Huh. Let's see. Gotta go around.
Well... Whatever.
Alright, I didn't read any of that. It sounded like she just told me
Yes.
to piss off for a bit.
Strength comes from experience. That's true on any planet.
Wait. Party. Here. Elma. Give her a nice balance. Just gonna clear all this out. Oh, that was probably important. Okay, there's a lot. Guess she's gonna be a party member. Or he and she will be. Is Doug as well. Okay. Didn't know there's gonna be like awards for the demon set. What's up, Fritz? You talk yet?
Working hard?
Working hard? Wonderful.
Hey!
What? Well.
Alright, I'm gonna have to stop pretty soon here.
What? Ugh.
Got a shop terminal, can't use it right now, so never mind.
Hi! Wow, let's see. Hi! Yes?
Great!
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I think I can answer that one.
Oh, your frowns look away. They feel bad for us.
So, you must be the latest rescue.
Yeah,
Secretary
it might be too bright now.
Miss Cool. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I'll lower it.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite
If
so
I don't forget.
upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here,
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. He seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
Start from the top.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
Dang.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Could we inquire again?
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the lifehold. Are in the lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
Ah, yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any
the
case,
shops.
I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Okay. That's gonna do it for now. Yeah. Make sure I save that. Yeah, I don't... I'm pretty sure this is the furthest I've gotten in this game. I'm actually looking forward to it. Heck, I looked forward to it whenever I first bought it. Just, didn't commit. Anyways, if anyone's watching, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.